Alright, good morning. Flat Plane Fool here. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on some things. I know it's been a while since I've posted. I just haven't had a whole lot in the auto industry that I've been that interested about. So let's talk about a couple things. The number one thing I want to talk about today is the Carolina squat trucks, right? So North Carolina just passed a law that outlaws Carolina squatted trucks. Basically still just a slap on the wrist for the first 2 or 3 times you get caught with it. I guess you get 3 tickets and then the truck gets impounded and you lose your license, if I read it correctly. So let's talk just for a second, right? So unpopular opinion on this, I think the law is kind of dumb. I think the trucks are dumb, but I think the law is dumb too. Most of those trucks are not legal for a whole slew of other reasons. Most of them don't have exhaust on them. Most of them don't have, improper equipment for improperly aimed headlights. The suspensions are all screwed up. Like a whole bunch of reasons why they could be pulled over and ticketed and just weren't. This law is one of those things where they annoyed enough people to where now they're focusing on them. And again, I understand the annoyance. They're stupid trucks, and I drive a loud Mustang, so I get the loud exhaust and all that. My problem with their loud exhaust is it's not even fast. So they punch it driving past your house, and 5 minutes later you're still listening to that open header clack 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 noise. It's just horrible. If you can make that much noise, you better be able to get a 1/4 mile away from my house in less than 10 seconds. That's just kind of my ethos. So that's kind of where I'm at. What my bigger concern is having legislators target specific car modifications directly. Seems like one of those things where they're going to pick us off one at a time, right? So as a aftermarket modification culture, we got to stick out for each other a little bit. There's all these initiatives to kind of pick and pull us apart to knock off some of the modifications one at a time. There's already plenty of people who, the EPA is already trying to make it so we can't modify our ECUs. There's legislation to make it so that any car that was ever designed for the road can never have its emission system deleted, even if it's for the intent of being used as a track vehicle. So that basically means that you have to buy race cars directly, and there will be no modifying street cars to race on track, whether it be a drag strip, circle track, it doesn't really matter. I think that's a bit frustrating. So anyway, I think most of that saw the community unite and fight against it, and now what they're doing is they're changing tactics, and they're going to peel us off one at a time so that we break up and start poking at each other, right? So we're I guess realistically the first start was the wasn't it Maryland who outlawed the hella flush guys with their crazy angle and stupid crap like that going on, and then now North Carolina with their the Carolina squatted trucks. If they keep going down this, they're gonna peel us apart to the point where they're gonna outlaw us one by one rather than this carte blanche thing that they're trying to do with making it so you just can't modify your car at all. That being said, I don't like those trucks any better than anybody else does. They look stupid, their headlights shining right in your eyes, and they make a whole lot of noise and don't go anywhere. They're a bastardized version of like that. Somebody at Carolina Beach saw a guy with a well set up Baja style suspension that leaned back just a little bit and said, "Damn, that's cool." And so he made his truck lean back, but without actually putting the good suspension components on it. And it just grew and grew and grew, and now you see SUVs with a nose 8 inch higher than the rear. It's just absolutely ridiculous, and it does need to stop. But there were already laws in place that they could have enforced to do that, but instead they decided to write new legislation to target the trucks directly. And let's be honest with you, most of the rest of us are happy about it. And you know, it's a lot like the no smoking in bars law that North Carolina passed a few years ago, right? It has a great outcome, but you're also telling somebody what they can and cannot do with their own equipment, or with their own possession. So kind of frustrates me a little bit. I do believe it's so nice to be able to go to a bar and not smell like crap when you go home at this point in time. So there's those benefits, just like it's so nice to not have Chevy headlights shining in your eyes all the time driving into work because some moron behind you with his truck leaned back. It's probably going to stop a whole lot of accidents because a lot of those trucks can't see what's right in front of them and end up rear-ending people. So there are benefits to this law, don't get me wrong, is my point here. The flip side is crossing that boundary of telling people what they can and can't do with their personal possession. Granted, again, it is a safety risk to others in this case. With the smoking in bars thing, also a safety risk to others, but you could also not go to the bar. In this particular case, not driving to work, not so viable. So that makes me a little bit more comfortable with the situation. But the truth is like I said, there were your improperly aimed headlights is an improper equipment violation. If you want to start getting these things off the road, start ticketing them for existing laws. Don't write a whole new law just to target them. Again, most of their incredibly loud exhausts don't pass emissions in any way, shape, or form. There's I drive a Shelby. A lot of Shelby exhausts, or a lot of Mustang exhausts don't pass emissions either. So, there's double edges to that sword. My biggest frustration is, why do you make a truck so loud that's not even fast? Just for attention. Same reason you make it look lean back. Same reason for all this, is just for attention. So they'll find a new way to get the attention. They'll find something else stupid to do, and this law is just a stupid stopgap in the interim. So that's where we are. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna fix a whole lot, but it will be nice in the short term. So anyway, that's what I got. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.